Hello coolers, welcome back to Viva Barca and welcome to the home of everything Barcelona, where we are going to be discussing on some interesting updates. We start with this transfer news claiming that Barcelona are interested in PSG fullback Achraf Hakimi. A loan move with option to buy is being considered. We are going to be discussing on that as we move ahead. Then secondly, talking about Martin Braithwaite, it has been reported that the Danish Players Association director says Barcelona are harassing the 31-year-old forward. We are also going to be looking at that. So guys, as we get right into it, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please make sure to do so you always stay up to date. Consider liking the video and please watch it right up to the very end. Barca, Barca, Barca. In a surprise development, as reported by El Chiringuito TV, Barcelona are considering a shock move for Paris Saint-Germain defender Achraf Hakimi to bolster their right-back spot. The Catalans are considering signing him on a loan deal with an option to buy. Hakimi, a former Real Madrid defender, joined PSG in the summer of 2021 after stints at Borussia Dortmund and Inter Milan. The 23-year-old has been an ever-present in the side since arriving at the Parc des Princes and has made 44 appearances, bagging 5 goals and 6 assists. Hakimi has started each of PSG's 3 games in all competitions in the new season and has scored a goal as well. A modern-day fullback, he is known for his attacking contributions, pushing forward and from the right-back slot. Barcelona are in the market for a new right-back after Dani Alves was released upon the expiry of his contract. Sergio Des has been made available for a transfer as manager Xavi Hernandez does not trust him. A move for Cesar Azpilicueta has been in the works, but the Chelsea captain made a U-turn and decided to sign a new contract at Stamford Bridge, forcing Barca to look at other options. Joan Foyt of Villarreal and Borussia Dortmund's Thomas Meunier has been considered as an alternative, while a move for former La Masia defender Hector Bellerin from Arsenal is also on the cards. Now, Hakimi has also popped up on the radars of the club, although a move looks extremely unlikely. For starters, the 23-year-old's past association with Real Madrid could be a hindrance, while negotiating with PSG will not be easy either. Furthermore, he is a close friend to Kylian Mbappe, who decided to stay put at PSG, which could convince Hakimi to continue as well. And on top of that, the Moroccan will not come cheap either. So despite the leaks, it looks like an extremely unlikely prospect that Hakimi moves to Barcelona in the ongoing transfer window. Barcelona have been strongly looking for a new right back since losing out on Cesar Azpilicueta, who decided to make a U-turn on his decision to sign a new contract with Chelsea. And given the fact that Sergio Des is not favored by Xavi Hernandez, it is imperative for Barca to look for a new right back. So far, we've been talking about 3 or 4 different right backs that Barca have shortlisted. Among them, the most talked about, which is Villarreal right back Joan Foyt. Barcelona still don't know if that deal will go through. That's why they're trying to keep their options open. And in a very shocking story, talking about Paris Saint-Germain right back Achraf Hakimi. We know how important Hakimi is for PSG, and to be realistic, it will be so unlikely for PSG to even think about letting Hakimi go into Barcelona. He has started all their games so far. He's a key player in the team, their first choice right back. So I don't expect Barca to be over too optimistic about getting Hakimi, because this report is claiming that Barca don't mind having him on a loan deal. So it looks so unlikely as this report have claimed, but that is just the interest that Barca are showing for the player, well-talented player. And of course, that's the kind of right back that, if he happens that he comes to Barca, we can say we have a very, very reliable right back, because he's still a young guy and has many years ahead of him. But a move to Barca, very, very unlikely as it stands. He also have Real Madrid roots. He left Real Madrid, played also for Inter Milan, played for Borussia Dortmund, and now playing for Paris Saint-Germain, being a key player wherever he goes to. So Barca will be facing a very huge task if they want to ever dream of signing Ashraf Hakimi. I think Barca should just try to concentrate on Joan Foy. Try to be confusing themselves in this very late time of the transfer window does not help matters at all. We have less than 2 weeks to go and we just need to focus on what we want. Bringing about 4 or 5 alternatives for one position at this kind of moment does not make sense at all. So Barca need to know what they want. Joan Foy, even though I've been hearing Villarreal, saying that they need at least 42 million, but Barca are unwilling to pay such an amount. It remains to be seen what decision Barca will make on that. Then, moving on to the next story of discussion, Michael Saar Hansen, director of the Danish Players Association, has lashed out at Barcelona for their treatment of Martin Braithwaite. The 31-year-old forward has been at the club for over 2 years, having arrived from CD Leganes in February 2020 as an emergency signing amidst an injury crisis at the club. While the day was never really irregular, he did his bit when given an opportunity and had won over the fans with his attitude and determination to help the club. He started the last season well before an injury sidelined him for a long time. Upon his return, Braithwaite had fallen out of favor with a new manager in Xavi taking over the reins. The arrival of Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang and Ferran Torres in January only made matters worse for the former Middlesbrough striker. Braithwaite has been told that he is no longer needed at the club and has been asked to find a new team for himself. However, the 31-year-old has been reluctant to leave as he still has 2 years left on his contract. Given the player's stance, Barca are considering the prospect of terminating his contract unilaterally. This has now sparked a reaction from Michael Saar Hansen, who has condemned Barca's handling of the situation, calling it a harassment. As quoted by Mundo Deportivo, he said, "The treatment that Braithwaite is experiencing is completely unreasonable, something that falls somewhere between intimidation and harassment. It's shameful how Barcelona is trying to get him out of his contract. Barcelona want to kick out a player that came to rescue them. Where is their decency? Unfortunately, we can't do anything to help Martin because Barca have not broken any rule." Further discussing the situation, the director of the Danish Players Association added, "A contract is a contract and FC Barcelona and Martin Braithwaite committed themselves for 2 more years. Martin must continue to fulfill his part of the agreement, and so must FC Barcelona. And besides, it would correspond to one of the biggest clubs in the world treat their players with greater respect." Barcelona have come under criticism for their handling of contract situations for some players lately. Their attempts to force Frankie de Jong to leave or decrease his salary have been condemned by the Dutch Players Union, while former Netherlands international Rafael van der Vaart likened the club's behavior to the mafia. So guys, with that we have come to an end of this episode. Thanks a lot for watching. Until next time, bye bye.